Alright, fuel injector pigtail repair. Alright, well, here's the connector that used to sit down in there. Not too terribly difficult to get out. It's got a little pinch that you just kind of pinch right there. And in my particular case, this thing's kind of old and sticky, so I had to reach in with a screwdriver, small screwdriver, and kind of pull it out just a little tiny bit more. And was able to pop it out. So anyway, I believe what I had as far as mine goes. I think a mouse got in here and started chewing on it. This fraying is not the kind of stuff that you would see. And as you can see, none of the rest of the wiring has this kind of a mark on it. And I've been in here looking at the plugs before, and I've never seen anything like this. So I'm pretty darn sure this was a mouse. So anyway, to get this thing done, obviously cut the wires. Pull this out. You can reuse this if you want, but I'm going to replace it with another one because it's got longer pigtails. And I need to open this up a little bit right here so that I can get a clean cut at what's left of those. So let me get busy on that. To give myself a little bit easier access, I pulled back this crankcase ventilation tube, which is attached right there. Real easy to get to. Just got a little tiny clamp there, and disconnected this particular tie down right here. Again, not too hard to get to, just kind of pry it loose and it'll pop right up. And I had to unwind a little bit of electrical tape to give myself access a little bit further down on this particular wire. And then I had to undo a little bit of its wrapping because it's also got some wrapping around it, so that I can get to the individual pieces. And now I need to chop off the frayed bits, and then we get to hopefully attach this to the new pigtail. Alright, there's the new pigtail popped into place. It's the ends of the wires. It's CarQuest. Let me see if I can flip it around here so we can see what the numbers are. Contrast, there it is, PT 2318. Direct fit. I'll tell you one thing that's a little bit nicer about this thing than the original. The thickness of the wire is, I think, one size up. I think the original wires are like a 22 gauge, and I think these wires are a 20 gauge. So that's kind of nice. Okay, it may seem cheap and cheesy, but I'm going to use one of these quick connects per line in order to reattach. And let's see how that goes. Okay, one thing to make note of here, neither of these wires has an identifying stripe on them or anything like that, but the original wiring harness does. So one of these has got a stripe on it, one doesn't. So over here on the original pigtail, which fits like this, you see the one on the left is the one that's got the stripe. So I just need to make sure that my left one right here, attaches to the stripy one right there. Alright, it's kind of ugly. I might have to clean it up a little tiny bit more at some point. Wrap it up just to make sure that things don't get loose. Well, let's see if it starts. Alright, we got all the wiring is up and ready to go. Okay, check engine light's on. It had been on. Everything else is up and running. Let's see what happens. 3 or 4 cylinders. That's all 4. That's what I needed. Perfect. Okay, in inventory. Once again, this is the pigtail. It works. CarQuest, I got it at my local Advance Auto. It was maybe $4.50 with tax. Okay, I got these little crimpers right here. I got them at Walmart. That was under $2. Cutting the wires, cutting the electrical tape and stuff like that with this guy right here. I needed a slightly bigger screwdriver. I needed a smaller screwdriver. I use this for like pinching of various odds and ends, like this guy right there. Perhaps not necessary though. And there's the old part. There was nothing wrong with the part, it was just the wiring was chewed through. So, not too bad repair, and I'm up and running. Thanks for watching.